Well, happy 4th of July. They have a sale. A really good sale. Is it or is it not? They just want you to sign in. And all you got to do is sign in and you agree to their terms and conditions. So just to get into it, let's see what they've got for limited use license. Rules of conduct. How about user provided content? When you decide to upload information to the website or share information, you only submit that which you own. By submitting it, you represent that you own it. And by submitting it, you grant Ancestry a transferable, permanent, forever, perpetual license to use it, host it, sublicense it, and distribute it to the extent and in the form of the content we deem appropriate, on or through any media or medium, and with any technology or devices now known or hereafter developed or discovered. You hereby release them from any suits and any liability, and you give up all rights to sue them. Well, that's easy. So you basically, but they don't own it. They just have the right to use it as though they own it. And if you submit material, you represent that you truly own it, and you grant them a license that's described above. So keep that in mind when you do anything with Ancestry. Anything you give them, they own a license that makes them the equivalent of a co-owner with you, a co-owner that you cannot get rid of. Is that what you want to do? Do you really want to use Ancestry very often? No. Do you want to buy something from Ancestry when in actuality, if you buy something like a membership and post your tree up as a member, it might even, if it's even in private, let's see, yeah, any upload, it doesn't say in private or not, maybe there's somewhere that does, but you better make sure that in private, your private trees aren't actually being held in some sort of a licensing agreement by Ancestry. Yes, Ancestry takes your material and they don't make any noise about it. You have to read the contract. You have to understand it. Beware of this genealogy whale that has been grabbing people's stuff, and most people don't know, and when you point it out to them, they become Ancestry shills. Beware of people who have subscribed to Ancestry. They will get you to subscribe to Ancestry so that you become as fallen as they are. Same thing with DNA. Those that do AncestryDNA insist that others should do it too. Give up their DNA rights. Make some unknown entity. It won't be Ancestry. They're collecting hundreds of thousands, ultimately millions of DNA, and they can sell it to some entity. We don't know which one it's going to be because it may not be created yet, for probably hundreds of millions of dollars. When they get millions of DNA where they have actually some ancestral information on the DNA, it will be a valuable database, and the more information they have, some of these people will have given them everything known about their DNA. You can't ask for a more cooperative clientele than someone that gives you their entire known family tree. Everyone paying $79 for their DNA is actually also giving, in addition to the $79, your DNA and all rights to use it without any say on your part ever again to Ancestry.com. The only difference between them and you is that they'll have hundreds of thousands of other people's DNA to sell with yours, and yours will become, therefore, of use. You couldn't sell your DNA if you wanted, but Ancestry.com can right now sell the DNA they got for a bunch of bucks, and you don't even know it. Most people don't know this. These videos are being done in order to advise people of what is going on. I am also going to seek out the governor of Utah and all officers in the state of Utah, as well as every reputable news organization, national one, that might do something. I could start with Dateline NBC, but they refuse to investigate corruption in Florida. They refuse it. They said they don't do that. Well, they do sex offenders. Why won't they do corrupt judges? So Dateline NBC will come last. Greta will come first because she actually discussed it with me. Didn't do anything, but Greta will come first. I got to speak to her, and she was pleasant. Jeffrey Toobin will come beyond last. I don't think I'll ever request help from Jeffrey Toobin because he's a snot. A lawyer who is a snot, who will never talk honestly. I would love to have a debate with Jeffrey Toobin. He is everything that's wrong about the legal profession. But that's something else. As for this, beware of Ancestry's contracts. Read them twice. If you still don't understand it, read it again. And if you still don't understand it, read it one more time. Because until you understand it, don't you dare think that you are knowingly entering into an agreement that you understand. You have to understand the terms. That is my warning. Understand the terms anytime you deal with this corrupt company that hides the most material fact, and that is that your DNA now is their DNA to do with as they want because you gave them an uncontrollable license forever and ever. Were you that big a fool? Yeah, if you did it, you were, and if you do it, you are. That's all. But I'm not telling you not to do it. There are many fools in this world. You go ahead and contract. Some people need to have their DNA with Ancestry, and they're willing to sell it, sell their soul. They just have to have it. Well, you do it. By golly, I want no one not to do it. I want you to know what you're doing, but I don't mind. You want to do it, you do it. I don't want to influence anyone from doing a knowing contract. I just want it to be a knowing contract with Ancestry. So that's it for now, but there'll be more later. Ancestry.com is in my, what is the nicest word I can say, is in my house of evil.